to game one of our TVZ semifinals here between two of the best to ever do it. Spawning in the lower right-hand corner of Neo Humanity, it is Dragon Kitesy Gaming's Dark, the 2019 world champion. His opponent in the upper left-hand corner, the 2016 world champion. With a Shopify Rebellion, it's ByuN. It's kind of crazy that these two previous world champions are still at the absolute top of their game. I think ByuN is... I mean, obviously he won the grand finals of the world championships in 2016. Hard to say that he looks better here. But in terms of like actual skill, I think overall everybody's skill has increased since then. And he's still sitting right at the top of the pack. Dark, on the other hand, I feel like is still a very, very strong Zerg, a very strong contender for just about any tournament. But I do think he was a lot beefier in 2019 when he won. They were very, at that point, there were like no players who could consistently beat him. He was still like the foreigner killer, where you basically only lose to Koreans in the laser. You asking me what kind of cat I would like to get? So what I'll probably do is go somewhere that I can meet some kitties who are maybe not baby kittens, but like small kittens. Small kitties nonetheless. And go meet some, and then make a friend, and then take the friend home. I don't know that I care what kind it is. Kitties are cute, and I like them. Maybe not a tuxedo though, because my experience with those have been not great. Reaper gonna sneak in here, and then these lings are gonna try to hit over here, but no, they're not. Okay. Now ByuN went for the 2 racks opener on the low ground, which he loves to do against Zerg. But he only got 2 Reapers out, and then straight into that reactor tech lab, excuse me, combo here. Which the lings want to poke at, and actually the Reapers are so far away, that is just straight up a dead reactor. Damn. Stim starts up. This can at least be repaired, but sucks for ByuN. Reaper's gonna come back and deal with these lings. Ling speed was never started. So Dark has been doing this kind of thing. I love it. It's just a no gas build. Quick 3 hatch, no gas build. Lings being annoying on the other side of the map. And I mean, this brings me back to some old school style of Zerg versus Terror. We used to see this quick 3 hatch, no gas kind of style before. Before, it used to be though, the pool was super late. Now it's the opposite. The pool is very early. So you put pressure on the Terran, you be annoying, keep them back at home, and then you just explode in the drones. And we're seeing that right now from Dark. Now he does have some gas coming up. A couple of geysers in the main being taken. Drops the Roach Warren. And Dark's gonna be very strong in a few minutes. So the thing about droning and getting the worker count up, getting the economy going, is it doesn't actually do anything for you now. It gives you money so that you can build that army later. You have to be able to stay alive until then. ByuN is moving across the map with a few Marines here to help out. This Queen, oh, she caught off creep. Oh, she a dead Queen. The Reaper grenades too. That's a dead Overlord as well. Queen doing her darndest, but she gets taken down. And Dark supply blocked. That is really annoying. And of course, ByuN has a built-in follow-up to this of a handful of Stim Marines that can move out. Because he did just send a bunch out, he's got to wait for those to come back, or at least join up with them out on the map. But he's going to have, 13 Marines out right now. Starport is, I think, a little bit later than we're used to seeing it. Or you know what it is? I think these add-ons were a little bit earlier than you're used to seeing. He just has the Marines out sooner. Oh, he's getting prepared to drop this cooling tower in case Dark tries to sneak across. Look at him. Look at him being prepared for this. He's waiting. Dark doesn't want to give it to him, though, hopefully. Although it'd be really, really sick to see a bunch of roaches trapped in the middle of this. That would be so cool. Crazy cool. ByuN with a quick third CC behind this as well. He's got his 1-1 started up. Getting all his macro together. Dark happy to just be on Roach Tech. He's got quite a few roaches out. 18 of them. As he starts that lair and head towards Roach Speed. Probably wants to get some Evo Chambers going for some upgrades. You don't want to fall too far behind the Terran in terms of upgrades. Even with roaches, it can become a real problem real fast. Dark's waiting for ByuN to hit, and ByuN is just not hitting at all. It does worry me a little bit for ByuN, because I feel like you want to start clearing some creep, putting some pressure on bases. He's just kind of chilling for now. He's waiting for those medevacs, which are finally out and finally over by his army. ByuN's third base is on location. Dark droning up more now, getting that +1 carapace. This fourth base is going to be in some trouble. It's exactly what I'm talking about. Ooh, the bile is going to get dodged. Fourth base is canceled. ByuN gets some good damage going without losing, I don't think, anything. I think he lost 1 Marine here. Wow, ByuN's lost basically nothing. It's actually kind of crazy. God, ByuN. That was scary for a second there. Medevac's gonna go hang out in the corner for a second with these overlords. They're just like, sup, it's saw dude. ByuN getting into siege things back at home, and we already have an infestation pit on the way for Dark. I kind of mentioned this in the last series. Dark loves to get into that early tech, get into Hive, get all those spellcasters going. He's a big fan of those, and in ZVT, he feels very, very strong with them, very confident with those spellcasters. And we're already seeing, there we go, upgrade to get those infestors some extra energy. We gotta inject some pathogens into their glands. Burrow on the way as well for Dark. That's cool, that's fun. 2-2 startup for ByuN. It's been a very passive game. Like, obviously the cancel on the fourth is nice, and ByuN is putting a little bit of pressure on, but the other player's being incredibly aggressive here. ByuN's gonna kill this base. This is super sick. Those 1-1 Marines just crushing through that hatchery. This is really nice. I think ByuN's got to be very happy with this situation. It's crazy to me that we're just chilling here. There's no run bys. There's no big push. There's no follow up. It's literally just a 2 medevac drop. That's it. That's all it is right now. Force cancel on the 5th base. Tries to retake it immediately, but the drone goes down. I mean, ByuN's getting great damage done here. He's traded very well so far, killing that hatchery. He's only lost a few Marines. He's forced 2 cancels on hatcheries, which isn't really reflected here. It's reflected a little bit here, but in terms of the income loss, it's pretty huge. A 3rd cancel. Oh my god, he's going to go for it again. He gets it again. I actually can't believe it. 4 cancels on hatcheries. The income has been pretty unfavorable these last couple of minutes. He's got that nice, like, I don't know, like Batman sort of thing. And here's that push from ByuN that we were kind of waiting for. Dark is fully maxed, but he's on Ling Roach Ravager. Were there infestors made? There are a few infestors out. Okay, and they are burrowed around. Dark likes to do this. He can absolutely pop these up and get some fungals going. He's got to be careful of the siege tanks, though. We might see a scan here from ByuN. I love that Dark pulled those away. Fungals are going to be a very big potential here. Yeah, that scan. Just going to miss those infestors. The lack of banelings here is kind of wild. And I feel like these Marines don't really afraid of the roaches very much. They should afraid of this. Oh my god, the fungals are huge. And the roaches and ravagers gonna push through these Marines. The tanks are gonna get a lot of damage done actually. And they're gonna stop Dark from pushing through the rest of that. Dark remaking a lot of Lings and a lot of roaches. And ByuN gonna keep the pressure on. That fungal was huge. I don't know if it was really enough for Dark. I feel like he needs more than that. ByuN's just got more behind this. He's taking a 4th base. I think he's got a 5th CC. Liberator's coming out. Got Concussive Shell. Neural Parasite is on the way. See if that ends up being useful. You can do that while burrowed. The tank gets taken down here by the Biles, but the Bio is the real issue for Dark, and I'm just shocked he doesn't have a Bane Nest. I don't know if he has any Infestors over here either. There's one to the north side. There was one up here earlier, but I don't know, man. I feel like we need a nice fungal on this Bio Force. So far, it's not quite happened. The scan goes down. The Infestor that was behind those tanks gets taken down. Excellent scan there by ByuN. And Dark is really struggling to deal with this. He's trying to get Hydra upgrades behind this, but he's got to just not die right here. ByuN is really putting the pressure on, putting the screws to him. Moving forward, sieges up a Liberator. He's moving the tanks forward. Liberators are going to get biled down, but I think the Bio is going to finish this off. GG ByuN pushes through. That game was so, like, weirdly passive. It was so chill the whole time. But I feel like Dark just made bad units. Is that weird? The Ling Roach Ravager against a Biotank player? I feel like, yeah, like, the Terran's just going to win that. Assuming equal ability, which I do assume. The Infestors were a nice little thing to add in. He had 4 Infestors. I saw 1, maybe 2 Fungals. Where were the rest of the Fungals? That was a weird game from Dark. It honestly reminded me of his first game versus Creator, too, where I was like, this Unicomp doesn't really make sense. Like, where is he going with this? It feels like Dark is testing some things and trying to figure some stuff out right now. Trying to feel out different games and different compositions. I also wonder if he was expecting heavier aggression from ByuN and was hoping that those early roaches would pay off in defense, but they just didn't. The 4th still had to be canceled even with those roaches there, and then it was killed even with the roaches there. And then the 5th was canceled a bunch of times, even with the roaches there. So I felt like he built all these units, and then they didn't really do anything, and now he's got a bunch of roaches later in the game, no Bane Nest. I don't know, just put Dark in kind of a bad spot. Not to mention the play of our blue Terran, who's now spawning in the lower right-hand corner of Gresvan. A nice, big, late-game map, if I've ever seen one. For the Shopify Rebellion, it is ByuN, who played a spectacular game in that push. Was very strong, very nicely done. But I feel like that loss is more on this guy. I don't know, something about it. It feels like it was a weird way to play, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see him change it up significantly for Game 2. In the upper left, for Dragon Kitesy Gaming, it's Dark. ByuN again going for the double racks. He really, really loves doing this, and we didn't get to see a ton of it last game because it was like a pool first out of Dark. But I love seeing that ByuN just change this up. Like it feels like he really changed up the meta by doing this like every single game, and he shows how versatile it can be in different games. Question is, does he build the 3rd racks? The answer is no. Just going to be the 2 racks. 3 racks, Reaper is like super heavy pressure. Looks like our bracket's going to be finishing a little later than I expected. Just had to inform some people. I had to let my people know that ByuN and Dark are going to be taking a while in this series, I think, and we're only in the semifinals. The winner of this has to go face Cure in the grand finals. We could get a TVT finals. It's looking pretty good right now for ByuN. And he's being cheeky against the Lings, but now with the 2 Reapers. I think there was a 3rd one on the way. Yeah, so this is 3 Reapers. I think the last game was only 2. It's a little more expected. But 3 Reapers not going to be that scary for Dark. Does lose a drone, though, and a Ling. So, you know. And I imagine he'll build the tech lab in the reactor. This time the reactor will be much safer on the inside of the wall. It really shows that even in StarCraft 2 in 2023, there is still luck in this game. There are certain builds that you kind of can't do on certain areas of certain maps. Or not can't do, but are a little bit weaker. This is really nice, though, for ByuN. Need to get these Reapers out of there. Oh my god, I can't believe he didn't lose one. He kills a few Lings, kills a drone. Dark is forced to make more Lings, which could have been drones. So I think ByuN's got to be very happy with this. Keeps all 3 Reapers alive as well. Probably doesn't want to stick around too long. Ling speed is about halfway done, but you don't really want to be out on the map when that happens. It'd be nice to have those Reapers join up with these Marines for that push. Or maybe try to hit on the side while the Marines drop in the base. This time, though, it looks like ByuN's going to go for a Banshee. If I had to guess, this tech lab's just kind of chilling here. Looks like a Banshee build. Or is it a Battlecruiser build? No, it's almost surely a Banshee build. Stim is on the way, though. There's Banshee and Cloak. So he is going to commit to the Banshee play. Reapers try to sneak in. I think they got one more kill, but Ling speed is done now, so these Reapers are dead now. R.I.P. They got 2 drones, though. You know what, those Reapers, they did good. They did good. Technically not, but they did good. 3 drones, I think, is a solid amount. Lings come over now. Confirm that the wall is a wall. Those look pretty solid. ByuN getting these Banshees. Obviously, he's going to go harass with them. But the other purpose of the Banshees is any sort of roach attack from Dark. It's just bad. Just bad. It's just dead. If you have 2 Banshees out, dead. So I do like that move from ByuN. It does mean he's not going to be able to put that much pressure on with the Marines, but the Marines can just defend the 3rd while the Banshees push out. Get some damage done at a base without a Spore Crawler. Oh, ByuN, don't show this. Don't show this, ByuN. What is this? Ooh, I don't think he saw that. Okay, he's going to see it now. Spore Crawler goes down immediately, but this first Banshee will be able to get some kills in the meantime. Nice moves here by ByuN. Ling's going to hit the other side. I feel like ByuN needs to move out. Defend this 3rd. Not yet. 8 drones going down. Banshee is still alive. I hear it. Where is it at? Oh, it is no longer still alive. Flies in range of that Spore. 9 drones, though. Well worth that Banshee. And a little supply block. Drops the Super Depot. Not something you really want to have to do, but, you know, it's okay. It's an okay use of energy. Banshee still being annoying here. The lair is only just now started, so there's no mobile detection for Dark. It's just these Spore Crawlers. The Banshee does have to be careful of, but 3 more drones getting taken down here. Banshees have done a great job. ByuN is only a few workers behind the Zerg, and that's exactly where you like to be as the Terran. He's got a nice, strong army as well, and it looks like he wants to move out with these Marines. Vayne Nest has only just started. Dark is on pure Ling Queen right now, and that feels a little bit dicey. But Dark is going to go ahead and do this nice big counterattack. Big Ling run by, trying to get into this 3rd base. SCV is getting pulled. Marines stimming over on the other side here. ByuN going to have to struggle to deal with that, while at the same time, These Lings got to deal with this on this side. This fourth base is maybe in some trouble here. I don't know if the Lings can do this all on their lonesome. Oh my, you got to be kidding me, dude. Oh, this is like the worst spot. Dave. Oh, this is actually painful. We've had some real issues with people dropping today. Bayo dropped earlier with Rocklets. Oh, this sucks. This really sucks. Nobody likes to see it. Charlie's typing in chat. Seems like it's a tell that the game is over, but it's actually just a tell that we're waiting for Dave to drop. R.I.P. Dave.
Game paused.
All right. Okay. Well, yeah, the Marine's still going to win this fight. It really doesn't change too much. This little Ling run by did some decent damage, but ByuN is bound to clean it up. This base lives. Ooh, for now, Queen's getting gunned down, but they do keep the base alive. They're going to take down the medevacs. It's going to put a real clock on these Marines. They're going to stim once more. They're going to target on the Queens, so that's to guarantee damage, and I think they're going to get this hatch, too. They target it down. Down it goes. Dark losing all of his Queens, all the Lings he had out. He's remade a bunch, but he loses the fourth hatch as well, and that's huge. His larva production is in the garbage, and he's playing a mass Ling style. He's getting new Queens out. He needs to get injects off immediately. Dark. Dark, please. Index. So crucial. He has 8 larvae right now. He does have these double macro hatch in the main. That's really, really important. But oh, those injects are so big. Losing all the Queens like that is so painful. This Banshee, in the meantime, is going to force a cancel on his base. Oh my god. Can it actually do that? It can. 40, 30, 20. There's the cancel. There's the cancel right before the Overseer gets there. That's actually insane. Ooh, Banelings are done now. Oh, 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 he got him. Okay, Dark. Finally, something goes his way, and ByuN's like, oh, I need to get out of here. Loses the siege tank. The Marines should be able to get away. Where are the medevacs at? There's a couple here. ByuN needs those with his army to evacuate in case of something like that. But Dark finally gets something to go his way. Bane speed is halfway done. He's got 2-2 ahead of ByuN's 2-2. If ByuN can, or if Dark can wait a little while, he'd actually be in a better position in every way except economically. Economically, ByuN is crushing it right now. He's taking his fourth base is done. It's actually a planetary already. He's up at 81 workers. Dark has finally got his fourth back up and running, but his tech is pretty bad. But if he can get enough Ling Bane out, if he can keep his injects going, he'll still have a solid ground army that ByuN. There's no easy answer for Ling Bane with ByuN's composition. A lot of it comes down to the engagements and pure numbers. And Dark actually has enough economy to get out those pure numbers. He has a ton of Lings out. It's just going to delay his tech, and his tech is absolutely delayed from where he'd like it right now. ByuN coming in trying to put some pressure onto this. The Banelings need to be here to hit. Good target fire on the Banes from ByuN. The Lings are going to trade well. The Lings will actually kill that eventually, though. So ByuN's forced to pick up and leave. Nice Lings in the main. Dark continues to hold on. Ooh, another set of Baneling landmines. We actually have them kind of all over the place. Oh my god, Dark. Oh, this is beautiful. Scan kills the first set, and ByuN is now realizing these are going to be everywhere. These are going to be all over the place. There's the scan to kill the next set. Yeah, I mean, it's forcing scans, but it is a little bit more expensive than those scans, so I don't know if it's necessarily worth it. I kind of still love it from Dark, though. I love the intention of it. It worked well once at probably the most crucial point of the game. Don't get me wrong, Dark is still behind, but he's not dead. He's not dead. That Baneling landmine saved him. It stopped ByuN's momentum in its tracks. Forced ByuN back. Now ByuN's trying to start that momentum up again. He's got the drop towards the top side. There are some units in the main, but they're not in the exact right position. ByuN, whoa, he's got a nice pre-split. The Widow Mine's getting some decent hits, but really the Baneling smashing into those front Marauders for Dark. I think, has won that fight for the Terran. Dark just doesn't have enough behind this. That engagement went so well for ByuN. The split, the pullback, the Marauders out front, the Widow Mines. The drop in the main does get cleaned up, I think, but I mean, this army, I don't think this army can get cleaned up. Look at the supply. Look at the soup. Litud. We are channeling him as GG gets called. ByuN takes the 2-0 victory there. The very strong, very solid game, too. The one Baneling landmine hit just wasn't enough.